Here's a look at the Dagger yucca. This guy's maybe 11 or 12 feet tall. And over here is Dagger Mountain. So I'm still on the north end of the park, right around mile marker 20 on the road. And should be about 1.5 to 2 miles up to the summit. Maybe about 1,200 feet of elevation gain at the most. The yuccatillos are flowering. They're budding too. Spring is definitely here. It's been dry though. I think at least the entire central and western half of Texas is in maybe a mild to moderate drought. I'm starting to climb a little bit more, but the steepest part is yet to come. Made it up here to this little saddle, and I have to descend down here into this canyon a little bit. Now the summit is up in this direction, so I'll just keep heading up that way as best I can without losing any elevation. So there is basically a trail here. It's probably an animal path, but I don't know. I mean, if enough people decide they want to climb Dagger Mountain too, they probably come this way. I think what I'll do is try right up through the little gap canyon up here, right there. I think that's where I'm gonna go. It's starting to get steep now, but the vegetation hasn't been too bad. Getting higher slowly. There's a cliff right there, but either direction will be fine to go around. Here is the summit of Dagger Mountain. Finally made it up. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. It just kind of keeps sloping up gradually, and you think you're getting closer, and it just keeps going, but finally made it. I can see why they call this Dagger Mountain. These guys are everywhere. Really cool. It's just a forest of these dagger yuccas up here. And it was like this coming up the slope for a while. Really neat. Nice views from up here too. You can't find a bad view in this park, definitely not. Nice views everywhere. So there's the Chisos Mountains there. Highest point, Emery Peak. Almost 8,000 feet, about 200 feet less. And here are the Rocios Mountains here. I was up there earlier today. Okay, there's the summit of the Rocios Mountains, Rocios Peak. I'll look at the footage when I get home. I'm wondering if I can see the communications equipment up there at all. I can't pick it out here, but maybe looking at the image a little bit bigger it'll come up. So maybe we're seeing it right now. We'll see. And then this is looking north, which is where I'll be heading in about 1.5 hours. Dagger yuccas are blooming. Here's another one a little further along. Pretty nice. This is basically the way I came up, heading back in the same direction. I'm going to take the same route down. So I'll find the canyon pretty soon. I don't think it's this one right here. I think it's the next one over. Well, there's the canyon. I was in there a little ways when I came up, but just over to the right of it now. And this is basically the way I came up. So I get down to those lower slopes, and that's where I was. I may summit that point right there, because I have to kind of go almost up to it anyway. This is probably the steepest down climb right here, so nothing major. And then it's going to start to level out a little bit more, just in a little ways. Looking back at Dagger Mountain, the summit is still pretty far back after that. And I came up to this little point here. It's only about, I think, 124 feet difference from the bottom. I thought it was more, but oh well. Still a nice little climb. So I'll just head down this way to the little saddle, and then skirt that other slope over there, head back into the wash, and then back to my car out there somewhere. Spring is here. The desert is coming back to life again. All right, that's it from the hike of Dagger Mountain. It was a little bit over 4 miles and about 1,600 feet of elevation gain, including that little point that I did at the end. A little bit tougher than I thought it was going to be. I thought an hour and a half, but it ended up being a little bit more than 2 hours. It's the first day of spring break. I stayed north today, avoided the crowds further down. Glad I did too. I hope you enjoyed the hike of Dagger Mountain. It is time to get changed, get in the car, and make the 7-hour drive back to the Austin, Texas area and see my wife and son. Can't wait. Thanks for watching again.